Bharat Nirman volunteers is a movement of the central government to take rural development schemes and projects to the communities. An army of young volunteers are getting ready for this movement. In the state of Karnataka, Harihar Taluk in the district of Davangere has been chosen for the piloting of this project on an experimental basis. 625 young men and women from 25 Gram Panchayats of Harihar have been selected for this purpose, and around 100 volunteers have already been trained and deployed in the field.
ನೀರಿನ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೈತೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಬೀದಿನಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೀದಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅದಾವ.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನೇ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕುಂಬಳೂರು ಪಂಚಾಯತಿ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ದಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಪಂಚಾಯತಿ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ದಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಪಂಚಾಯತಿ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೂರು ಮೆಂಬರ್ಗಳು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವ್ರು ಬಂದ ಕಡೆ ನನಗೆ ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ 25-30 ಜನ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಒಬ್ರು ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮೇಲತ್ತಾಗ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು 150 ಮನೆ ಇದೆ, ನಾವು ಏನು ಸೌಕರ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನು
The first phase of training has inspired the youth who are proactively participating in the development activities. The local MLA has inaugurated the training for the second batch of volunteers recently.
ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಟು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಅತಿ ಉತ್ತಮ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ನಡೀಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದೇ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳಾಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟಂಥ ಹಣ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಗ್ರಾಮಾಂತರ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಕೊನೆ ಹಳ್ಳಿಯ ಬಡವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತಲುಪಬೇಕು.
The president and officers of the Taluk Panchayats and the representatives of the SIRD who participated in the inaugural program explained the benefits of the Bharat Nirman movement to the volunteers and what the community expects of them. The first batch of trainees sang the song which has been specially composed for the Bharat Nirman volunteers. The duration of the training was for 6 days. To begin with, the volunteers from different panchayats introduced themselves and took part in the ice-breaking sessions. The training started with the concept of democracy, how it works, how to improve the system, and all these things were introduced to the volunteers during the 6-day training. Every effort was made to train the volunteers through self-study, group discussions, debates, and interactive sessions.
ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದ ತೀರ್ಮಾನಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಜಾರಿ ಮಾಡುವ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಇದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಧಾನಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಚಿವ ಸಂಪುಟವನ್ನು ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಉನ್ನತ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ? ಸರ್ವೋಚ್ಚ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಉಚ್ಚ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ರಾಮ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸಂಸತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಸೂದೆ ಜಾರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಪ್ರಾಯೋಗಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲವು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತಾಲೂಕುಗಳು, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ಗಳು, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಗ್ರಾಮಗಳಿಗೂ ರಾಮ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
This is a collage. Take some old newspapers and news pertaining to education, health, women improvement, economic empowerment, etc. was detailed. The volunteers were made to cut and paste these news items separately on large sheets, and every group had to present these sheets. The resource persons and the officials gave necessary information. The volunteers participated actively in this collage activity. Preparation of the village plan was given top priority in the training. The groups were given inputs as to how to prepare village maps on the basis of the various services offered by the village panchayat regarding the problems of the village and the prospects of the village. These maps were presented before the participants and they discussed various methods of solving the problems. This method of training proved very effective. In the course of preparing the village plan, the volunteers discussed with the teachers and the village representatives about the problems faced by the school.
ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ಹೆಸರು ಮಹೇಶಪ್ಪ, ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿ ಹೆಸರು ರತ್ನಮ್ಮ, ನನ್ನ ಶಾಲೆ ಹೆಸರು ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಕಿರಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಶಾಲೆ, ನನ್ನ ಊರು ವಿನಾಯಕ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್, ನನ್ನ ಗುರುಗಳ ಹೆಸರು ಎನ್.ಎಸ್. ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಜಿ ರೇಣುಕಾ ಮೇಡಮ್. ನಾನು ಇವರ ಬಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 3ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೆ.
ಏನು ಊಟ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ?
Information was collected regarding sanitation, drinking water, etc. by the volunteers going around the village. The participants collected the primary data through various government departments also, after which all the groups converged at the village panchayat to prepare a report based on the data collected. A village map was prepared in the next phase. Various groups submitted the development reports and the village maps separately. A detailed discussion was held over this, and with the help of the officials and the elected representatives, the volunteers tried to find solutions for their problems. The 6-day training was not limited to lectures and field visits. Songs, street plays, skits were prepared under the guidance of theatre experts. People's power, environment protection, health and sanitation are some of the topics on which songs were rehearsed and learnt by the volunteers. A ballet depicting the contribution of Sri Abdul Nazir Saab, who was the champion of the Panchayat Raj movement in Karnataka, was well received and rehearsed by the volunteers and the community. Young men and women from the rural areas of Harihar have come forward to serve as volunteers. There are housewives, disabled people, students, and youth from agricultural background among them. They are very responsive to the needs of their fellow villagers and show a sense of social concern. These youths, especially the people from the villages, came forward to serve their community without any profit motives. They said, "Give us information, give us support, and we will build our nation." This is their voice from within. The Bharath Nirman program will be successful if we are able to bring thousands and thousands of such people to the mainstream of social development and the building of our country.